Hi, this is Svein and Anders from tabletopbattle.com. We are going to do a battle report from the invasion of Poland, Germany versus Poland, of course, 1939. And we will do a presentation of the forces in a short while, but you can also enter our webpage, tabletopbattle.com, and get additional information about the units and also exclusive contents for our subscribers. Army is a 10-man inexperienced squad. The Poles can only have 10-man squads, that's the smallest, and up to 19. So they can be quite large, but this is a 10-man squad with one BAR. The next unit is a TKS tankette. This is upgraded with a 20mm auto cannon, and it's a regular unit. And next we have an MMG unit. This is also a regular unit. And then we're moving on to the second lieutenant. He is actually inexperienced, cost-wise, of course. And then we have a regular anti-tank team. It's light anti-tank gun with gun shield. Next unit is a regular mortar team. And why regular? Well, because we have a spotter with it, so it will be a bit harder to kill him. Normally we play with inexperienced mortar teams, since they need 6s and 5s and 4s to hit anyway. And then we have a sniper. This is also a regular unit, and as you may know, Poland has single-man squads. No two-man squads for their snipers, they are single models. And last we have a 10-man inexperienced squad again with one BAR. A few special rules. The woods, we play it if the unit is more than 1 inch from the edge, they cannot be seen, and they can also not see out of the forest, so they cannot be shot and cannot shoot at. If they advance to this position, they can shoot and also be shot at and get a -1 for cover. Rocks like this provide hard cover. Same with this forest. This of course blocks line of sight. Sandbag emplacements, hard cover. And buildings, normal rules. These tank traps, we play them like if you drive onto it with a tracked or wheel vehicle, you will get immobilized. You cannot move away from it. Other than that, we have some logs. These provide hard cover. And finally swamp, which is difficult terrain, and the little lake of course cannot be passed. So there you have the Polish forces. A few words about their special rules. They have 3 national special rules. One is for their officers. It's a rule which will seldom be used, but they are considered fanatics. And the fanatics rule says that if a unit would normally be destroyed in a morale check or an assault, they do not get destroyed. If you take a morale check, you can roll again and maybe they will survive, but you need to keep the second roll. If it's a assault, then the unit will not go away. If it loses the battle, it will stay on the battle, if they stay in the battle. Secondly, they have something called communications breakdown, which lets the enemy decide if a new order die should be drawn when the first one is taken out. So if the Poles pick the first order die, I, as Germany, can say that this one goes back in the bag and we draw another one. And the last rule for the Poles are no hope of retreat, and this is similar to the fanatics rule. They will not go away if they lose a morale check, they will roll again. So these are the 3 rules that are special to Poland. Okay, let's go over to Germany. For the German forces, first up is a 5-man squad with regular infantry. They have 3 rifles and 1 LMG, as you can see. Next up is a SDKFZ-1 half-track transport 7, SDKFZ-7/1 half-track transport. It's inexperienced. They are carrying a 6-man squad of pioneers. These are of course veteran, and they have rifles, and there are actually 3 submachine guns and a flamethrower. So 1 rifle, 3 submachine guns, 1 flamethrower with loader. And then we have the second lieutenant for the Germans. He is also regular. And then another 5-man squad, same as the first one, 1 LMG with loader and 3 rifles. Then we have a KFZ-234 armored car, 20mm autocannon and coaxial MMG. And lastly, a inexperienced Kubelwagen and a flamethrower team. So these are the German forces. To draw the first die, this is a German recon force from the 50th Division, which is tasked with advancing into Germany through the Polish corridor. Defending them are the Polish forces, of course, from the Pomor's army. That was actually created in March 1939 to specifically defend the Polish corridor and perform the laying actions. So we have a small border crossing, which the Germans will try to take, and elements of the Pomor's army is trying to defend it. So here goes the first die. Germans will start with a very offensive maneuver. We will bring the inexperienced Kubelwagen with the flamethrower team onto the board with an advance order. This is a wheeled vehicle driving on a road, which means that their normal rate of 12 is increased to 24 inches. So this is 9.5 inches and 1 pivot, and then we can go another 18 and another 14.5 inches to here. That was the first move in this game. I'd just like to point out, the unit inside here is considered sleeping and on reserve, so they will not be allowed to enter the game before the first shot has been fired, since they are considered sleeping. Okay, then it's over to the next die. It's also a German, because I need to get that flamethrower team out. And what do you know, it's Polish! We'll put a fire order on their anti-tank gun and try to take out the poor Kubelwagen, which presents no threat to them at all. Okay, let's roll the die. 2, and it's a miss. They would have needed 3, but that's a 2, so the Germans are very happy right now. For a German die. Bring it on! Germany will unleash their flamethrower. As I said, Germany will unleash flamethrower fire. So we put an advance order on the flamethrower unit, and I have pre-measured 6 inches already. You see I measure it up into the vehicle a little bit, so they can now move up to here. And let's do some rolling. There is less than 6 inches to the target, so this is no problem. We will now roll for the number of hits. As you may or may not know, a flamethrower hits automatically, but you roll a d6 to see how many hits it inflicts. And we inflict 5 hits. That's good. 5 hits on the light anti-tank team. The flamethrower has a penetration value of +2, so that means this regular light anti-tank gun, the crew will be killed on a 2+. So let's see how many of the 3 that are crewing the gun at the moment will be taken out. And it's all of them. And we are now removing the order die since they will no longer be participating in the game. The flamethrower runs out of fuel, which it does on a 1 or 2. No, it doesn't. Thank you. The die out of the bag is Poland. Polish order die goes to the officer, which will advance, or who will advance. And he will move a little bit away from the flamethrower. And he will fire at the flamethrower team. He will need 6s to hit. It's inexperienced, that makes it 4. It's within 12 inches, so no modifier there, but it's a small team, which makes it 5. And he has moved, which makes it 6. So 6s to hit. Oh my god, 4+. Oh my god, another 6, and the flamethrower itself will be taken out. Thank you, porn. Shooting by the brave Polish officer. We have removed the teammate of the flamethrower unit, and he now has 1 pin marker. Since flamethrowers hit automatically, we don't get the permanent -1 to hit. And now I have to take a morale test since we are below 50%. And we need 8 or less. Oh my god. The unit bolts. Bolt action. Next die out of the bag is German. Germans will run 1 infantry squad and get in cover behind the forest. That's 12 inches of running, and terrain in the forest is considered rough, so we cannot run into it, but I will have no problem running my men all the way up here, and he should not be able to see me with his MMG team. So here we go, and that's a run order. Flag is German. The Germans will advance their armored car, and this is wheeled, so it's 12 inches advance and 24 on road. Of course, we have this cool wagon in the way, and this one went 24 inches, so I can actually just drive it on, pivot once, and bring it up here on an advance. And let's try and take out his tankette. I have a auto cannon, light auto cannon, 2 shots +2 penetration, range 48, which means I'm within 24 inches. So the base to hit is 3, because I'm a regular vehicle. I moved, makes it 4. He gets soft cover from his infantry, which makes it 5. 5s to hit. Okay, so that's 2 shots hitting on 5s. Let's go. Oh no! Goes so well for the Germans. Let's see who is next. Poland. Polish forces, they will advance the tankette and try to get a shot on my armored car. So advancing 8 inches, 1 90-degree pivot and 1 inch move, and we are in hard cover. Now it's a lot tougher for me to hit him next turn, so I was very unlucky that I didn't get anything in. Okay, now 2 shots +2 penetration and hitting on force. 1 hit, a +2 penetration, and he's shooting against my front armor, meaning he needs 5s to glance or 6 to penetrate. Oh my friggin' god! That I don't get any cover, even though the cool wagon is in front, because he can see more than 50% of my armored car. So now we will have to roll on the damage table.
A 2.
Okay, he gets a 2, which is immobilized. Result gives me 1 extra pin, so I now have 1 pin for the hit and 1 pin because I got immobilized. The order die is switched to down, and we have put a suitable marker on top to show that it is immobilized for the rest of the game. It can still fire though, so I will hopefully get my revenge. Next die out of the bag is German. This will take a run order on the second regular infantry squad. We will come in at this point. Now my armored car will block the line of sight for the sniper in the forest, so I can hopefully avoid being shot by him. So that was 1 run order for the Germans. Guys, out of the bag is German. The smart thing to do now is to get my second lieutenant in so that he can provide support for my troops as they advance. So we will bring him in about here. You should not be able to be shot by your MMG team. So that's a run order. Out of the bag, Polish. The Polish will use their MMG team and try to take out the Kubelwagen. That's 3 hits from the MMG. Because it got hit, now there is 6s to kill with 3 dice. Nothing. The die out of the bag is Polish. Polish forces will use their spotter and try to lob a medium mortar shell on my armored car. Nothing. On a 5. Of the bag, German will bring their only unit that is left, the KFZ7/1, and it will advance. We don't need to measure since we have already done this, and we have now determined that it will get cover from the TKS tankette and not visible from the sniper. So that was the last thing the Germans actually can do, because, well, of course my pioneers can of course do something, but let's see what the next die will bring. Next die is Polish. Poland will advance, since they can't run in difficult terrain, will advance their inexperienced squad so that they can get a bit closer to the action, since there is nothing much going on the right flank or his left flank. Well, 10 men moved, but they are still in the forest since they didn't manage to get out all of them. So he still needs to do an advance move next turn. Left, 1 is German, 2 are Polish. And it's Polish! Will now use their sniper, and he will advance to get a better field of fire for the next turn. And he will remain in the forest, so he gets a cover of 1. German or Poland? German! Will advance my pioneers, because this roadblock is stopping me from getting the half track further. So let's see, 6 inches advance will bring me, yeah, 3 guys inside and 3 guys outside. Which means that most of the squad is in cover, so if by any chance he would be able to shoot at me, I will at least get light cover. But as it is now, everything is blocked. You can't shoot through this area. So that was an advance and the last die for the Germans. 4-speed Polish. Poland will take their last unit, which is the inexperienced squad that was in reserve, and they will run to try and get into the fight. And he will now move them so that most of his guys will be in cover behind the sandbags. That means at least 50% of the squad has to be behind the sandbags, which they will be. After turn 1, we will now go into turn 2. So let's see who will be the lucky one and shoot first. Start of turn 2. Let's see who will get to act first. And the special rule of communications breakdown, only for the first turn of the game. And it's German. Will use their almost destroyed armored car, because as the turns go, the mortar team will hit it easier and easier, and with a +2 penetration he will take it out eventually. So 2 shots firing at his tankette if I manage my leadership test. Now this is a regular vehicle. We have the commander within 6 inches, and he will provide morale bonus to vehicles. So I have a base of 9, -2, that's 7, and 1, so 8. 8 or less. And that's very good rolling. So the pin marker goes down to 1. Now, to hit his tankette, it's a small vehicle, it's behind hard cover, so I need 3 as a base, 4 because of my pin marker, and 5, 6 because of the hard cover. 2 shots firing, hitting on 6s. Nothing. Bag, German. I will advance my regular infantry squad, and we will advance into the forest 6 inches, and we will put the LMG team here so that we will have light cover, and we will also put 1 rifleman. That's 3 guys inside cover, and that means the whole squad is covered, so this guy can actually be here, no problem. Okay, now for distance, it's 12. Actually, that guy, he is within short range. So the LMG and 1 rifle is within short range, and the 2 other rifles are at long range. LMG shots hitting on 6s, 1 rifle hitting on 6s, and 2 rifles hitting on 7s. Let's do those first. So 6s followed by 6s. Ooh. Nothing. Okay, 5 shots hitting at 6s. This one has to go. Nothing. From the bag, German. The action for the Germans will be an advance on the Pioneer team. And remember, these are 3 SMGs which have 2 shots each, but a range only of 12 inches. So 2 of these guys will get inside here, and this guy right behind here. So these are now considered in hard cover, providing hard cover to the whole team. And actually this guy also gets in here, and these guys can shoot through their own unit without any problems. Okay, the flamethrower team will just go behind here because they can't do anything at the moment. Have all the shooting guys within 12 inches. The SMGs are assault weapons, so they don't get a minus for moving. But however, this is long range for them, so the base is 3, long range 4, and hard cover 6 to hit on 6 dice, since they shoot 2 each. And the rifle is the same, only it has short range, but it gets the minus for moving, so it's the same, hitting on a 6. So that is 7 shots hitting on 6s. Now we really need to get these guys. Come on! Nothing! Oh my god! That is not going good for the Germans. Let's see. And it's another German. And I will advance my second regular infantry squad. Then we will go into the forest. And we will now be getting light cover like that. Unit will be the inexperienced squad. We have decided that all the shots will be with hard cover, since I will be shooting through the sandbags or the tank traps or the headshot thingies. So all shooters are within range, but it will be 6s followed by 6s. So we have 4 shots from the LMG and 3 rifles. So it's 7 shots hitting on 7s. How appropriate. Let's see how this goes. And 1-6, so we might get lucky. And we do! We put a pin on the inexperienced team. And we kill them on 3s. Of course not. To the inexperienced squad. Of course he has his officer right beside him, so we will still make his morale next time he gets a order die. If he chooses to go with these guys, but at least they have to do an order test. Okay, next die is Polish. And we'll use their MMG team and make a fire order and try to take out as many as possible of my regular infantry in the forest. Now this is short range because it's within 15, or actually it's within 18 inches, which is half range for the MMG. So it's 4 shots hitting on 4s because of the light cover. So let's see how this goes. Oh my god. Hitting on 4s. This is not good. 3 kills and 1 possibly NCO. No. The Germans go away. We have applied 1 pin marker, so I'm taking away 3 of my units, and after a little bit of discussion we decided that the NCO remains and takes over the job as loader, because I figure he can still remain an NCO and give ammunition to the LMG. So this is how it looks. And now for the morale test to see if they run, and we need 8 or less. Oh my god. LMG team, bolt action. Polish. Poland will once again fire his mortar, and the observer has clear view. to my armored car. And now they are hitting on a 5. And it's nothing, but we are now going down to 4, so it's looking not good for this armored car. Out of the bag is Polish. Poland will now use the tankette and try to take out the armored car, the only thing that can actually kill the tankette, well, of course from the flamethrower in the Pioneer team, if they can make it so far. But let's see, 2 shots hitting on 3s, and that's 2 hits. We are penetrating on 5 and penetrating on 6 and glancing on 5s, and that's 1 penetrating hit. Well,
5.
That's a 5, knocked out. Hero looks at the armored car as it gets blown to pieces. This is not looking good for the Germans. Are we changing history today? See what happens next. The Germans have now lost 3 units. And it's Polish. Poland will now use his inexperienced squad. Advance order. And move towards some hard cover. Order test and see if this will work out. Remember, they have a +1 for their commander and they make it, just barely, so he's allowed to move. Moved. I'm just removing this one to make some room. Now we get 3 guys in the front row and 3 more guys in the second row, and then 4 guys can be outside and they still get hard cover from the sandbags. Needs 7s to hit, even though some of them are within short range, but since they are inexperienced they have this -1. So here are the dice, let's see how this goes. Oh, that's a lot of 6s. Nothing. That's good. Now have 3 left for the Germans and 3 left for the Poles. And it's Polish. Poland will use his one-man sniper team to shoot at this regular infantry squad. And since he's a sniper, he gets +1 to hit. It's long range though, so he will need 3s to hit, since he ignore cover, and he will try to take out my NCO. Oh my god. Okay, killing on 4s. That's good, but it's a pin marker. But my NCO still lives. Out of the bag is Polish. Poland will use his heroic inexperienced officer once again and try to get a pin on my Pioneers. So he needs 6 to hit. Oh my god, that guy is incredible. 5s to kill. Ah, thank you. By this very hard hitting and quite good marksman of a commander. Out of the bag, German. Will advance my officer, since he cannot run in difficult terrain and he has to go into the woods, so he's moving 2.5 inches over here, then another 2 inches over here, and 1.5 inches, and get behind the forest here. So, but now I will hopefully be within 6 inches of these guys, and of course within 6 inches of these guys. Maybe I can shoot. He has a rifle. Can I shoot? I can shoot, yes. I can damage the vehicle, so I'm not within 1 inch. There is... No, it's not possible. I is for Germany. Let's make this easy and put the down order on the half track. Next die is Polish. An advance order on the inexperienced team. Like we said last turn, they can only go advance since some of the squad is inside difficult terrain. And that's of course German. So I will actually try to make a advance on this guy and order test. Let's see if my commander is within 6. That's also a way of cheating to see if I'm within 6 with these guys. So I am, and it's inexperienced, so I need 8. And I cannot make it, so he goes down. Okay, that's true. Some heavy losses for the Germans. We have lost 1 infantry squad, we have lost 1 armored car, we have lost 1 flamethrower team. And all he has lost is the anti-tank team that was in that sandbag emplacement. So we will collect the dice and start with round number 3. First die out of the bag is Polish. First die for the Poles, and once again they will put their MMG to work, and this time they will try to take out the Pioneer team. Now it's short range and they will hit on 5s. And that is actually 3 hits, killing on 5s since these are veterans. 1 kill! Okay, so pins go up to 2 and we can take out a random rifleman. Let's see, now we really need something for the Germans. And it's Polish, oh no! TKS, Polish Tankette, gets a fire order. And he will try to take out the Pioneers. Nothing, thank you! German die! No! We have a Polish. We'll try to take out the NCO of the Germans hiding in the tree line. Needing 3s to hit. The sniper is not working so good for you. Die. No, my god! Inexperienced squad will also take a shot at the Pioneers. We have 11 shots total. 4 of them will be 7s. Let's do those first. Okay, 2 possible hits. Nothing. And then we have 7 more shots because they have a BAR with 2 shots. Hitting on 6s. Nothing. Thank you. Very nice rolling. Now it's looking bad for the Germans, but finally we get the die. I need to get my Pioneers with the flamethrower into action, so we will give an advance order. With 2 pin markers I must make a morale test of 8, but I have my NCO within 6 inches, so I need 9. Now, as you might remember, these morale tests have not gone so good for me, so let's hope for a nice result now. And we make it! We made the order test, so we go down to 1 pin and we advance 6 inches. Now I want my flamethrower up front, so he will advance up to here. And still benefiting from this hardcover. Oh my god. And then his loader. Let's see if these guys can stand here. And then my SMG teams are moving up like that, and he can actually go beside them like that. Since I'm shooting at the TKS, only the flamethrower will shoot because the others can't hurt it. We are within 6 inches for the flamethrower. Flamethrower hits automatically. And we have 1d6 hits, so let's see, let's get a lot. 2, that's not so much. 2 hits, and we have a penetration value of +2, and this is against front armor of 7, so I need 5s to glance and 6s to pen. Oh my god, we got the pen! Roll on the damage table and let's get something good. 4! Knocked out! Germans. Out of the bag is Polish. Up is the mortar team. Spotter is spotting for the mortar team, and they will try to take out this regular infantry squad in the woods. 6s to hit. Oh, close. Next die out of the bag, German. Do an advance order to these guys. Morale test, they are regular, so 9 minus 1, and of course +1, so we need 9. And we make it. So the pin marker goes away, and we will advance this unit 6 inches. Infantry team will fire at the inexperienced squad. This is all of them are within 12 inches, so we will be hitting on 6s. 3 is the base. We have walked, so it's 4, and then hard cover, 5s and 6s. We get 4 shots with the LMG and 3 rifles, total of 7, and 6s to hit. Oh, 3 hits, that's good. Killing on 3s, maybe the luck has turned for the Germans. Ooh, 3 kills! This is very good! Marker applied to the inexperienced squad, and 3 units or 3 soldiers taken away. Looking up for the Germans at the moment. Let's see who gets the next die. German! It's my NC, no, not my NCO, my second lieutenant. And he will walk about here so that the MMG team cannot see or hit him. But I will still be able to shoot at his inexperienced infantry team. I have a rifle and it's within 24 inches, no problem. And we are 3 base, we have walked, so it's 4 and 5, 6, 7. So this is a long shot. 6s followed by 6s. Nothing. Polish. For the flamethrower in the Pioneer Squad, we forgot about that. So 1 and 2, it runs out of fuel and is removed. Nothing. We'll use the opportunity. He gets a fire order and will try to take out the approaching Pioneers. He will hit on a 5. He has a base of 4 since he's inexperienced, but it's short range within 6 inches for his rifle, and 2 for hard cover since I'm behind these tank traps. So hitting on 5s. Oh my god, that's the 3rd time. Okay, killing on 5s. Thank you. To my Pioneers. Luckily I got my flamethrower, which doesn't require a roll to hit. The bag is Polish. The unit left in the Polish force are the inexperienced infantry team behind the woods, and they will perform a run action and try to get somewhere where they can be more useful. But untouched, unproven, untested, ready to be grilled. 2 dice left, and they are of course German, so I will actually let's put a run order on. No, it's not possible. He can just go down. And this guy I want to try and rally, actually, just to get rid of that pin. I could of course have left it down and gotten rid of it like that, but let's try. I got my commander within 6 inches, so we are testing on 8, and it's fine. So we remove the pin, and it's now time to collect the die and get ready for turn 4. So, situation after turn 3. We have made some progress here, and I think after this turn a lot will have been decided. Now it's extremely important that the Germans get the first die. So let's collect the order dice and draw again. Beginning of turn 4, first order die out of the bag is going to be... No! Polish! Lucky as they are, get the first die, so the dreaded MMG team will fire at my pioneers again. But now we are within 6 inches, so it's short range, and that means they are hitting on 4s. This can be a make or break. Miss! 2 hits. Killing on 5s. Oh my god, and a 6. And another... nothing. So 2 guys go down. Not enough to force a morale test, but we get another pin. Okay, next die out. Let's hope it's German. And it's another Polish. The Polish order goes to the inexperienced team, which has to take a morale test. They are within 6, and they will try to shoot at the pioneers, because they are obviously the greatest threat with the flamethrower. So let's see how the order test goes. We are testing on 8. That goes fine, so the pin marker goes away. We have 8 dice because of the bar, and we are hitting on 6s. That is 2 hits, so it's another pin, killing on 5s. Nothing. So we now have 4 pins, and this is starting to look real bad. And let's hope it's a German one. And it is. Advance my commander. 6 inches up to here, so we can provide morale boost, and I will actually try to shoot at these guys over here. Base is 3, movement makes it 4, hardcover 6, and I guess we are within 12. We are within 12, so 6s to hit. Oh yes! It's a pin! Killing on 3s! Come on, come on! Oh yeah! Woohoo! Yeah, doing a good job in this game. And now, let's hope for another German die. Because now I can provide some morale bonus to my pioneers. And of course it's Polish. Next order for the Polish goes to the sniper, and once again he will try to take out my NCO. Let's see, 3s to hit because of long range. That's a hit, so we get the pin marker and killing on 4s. Oops, there goes my NCO. I lose my NCO. Germany has a special rule called initiative training, in addition to their buzzsaw rule, which gives their LMGs 1 extra shot. If I get 4 or better, one of the other guys becomes the new NCO. And they don't. That means I get a permanent -1. This is not 2 pins, it's 1. We just have the white one to show that the NCO is gone. See what we can get. German. The sniper got a lucky shot. That's not so nice because my plan is to advance these guys. Since he took out my NCO, I have a permanent minus, which brings my morale value down to 8 and 7 because of the pin I got from being hit by the sniper. But my second lieutenant is within 6, so that brings me up to 8. So I need to test on 8 or less. Of course I do not make it, so these guys go down. Now things are not looking so good for the Germans. Polish. This order goes to the spotter, who has done a lot. And he will fire, or the mortar he is guiding will fire at this squad, which has gone down, hitting on 6s. Nothing. But next turn, hitting on a 5 is German. A very, very important order. The Pioneer team will get an advance order. We have a morale of 10, -4, that's 6, +1 for the commander. So I need to make a morale test on 7 or less. And as you know, my morale checks haven't been too good. Exactly what I needed. Okay, let's roll flamethrower. Well, I'm not going to move my full 6 inches, but I will place these guys so that the flamer is within range, and these guys will go into hard cover so that the team as a whole gets a bonus. We have also checked, and the MMG does not have an angle to hit these guys anymore, so he needs to use an advance to turn if he wants to shoot next time. So we now have 3 pins, which means that my SMG guy is, well, more or less useless. My flamer will try to take out this squad just to make some damage. So 1d6 hits, 2, that's not so much, but we are killing these guys on 2s actually. So 2 of them should die. 2 of them dies, they get 1 pin and an additional D3 pins since it's a flamethrower. Oh, 3, so that means these guys are actually down to 5 pins and basically out of the game, since they now have to make an order test on 4 since the commander is within range. Okay, that's a good run for the Germans. See if the flamethrower runs out of fuel on a 1 or 2. No, it doesn't. German, let's make this easy and put it on a down, and then next order goes to Poland. We will do the make or break of this game. The Polish commander or general or whatever Anders is will declare an assault against my pioneers. He is running 12 inches, we have measured, so he can maneuver no problem. All units lose the pin markers, and we are fighting over an obstacle, so we will fight at the same time, which means whoever kills the most is the winner. So this can be interesting. Let's see how it goes. 10 Polish infantry, though inexperienced. They need 5s to kill my guys. Let's see how it goes. That is more than enough. So all my guys are dead. And now my pioneers will do an heroic effort to try and take out the same amount. And it's 3 kills. So we lose 3 each, but as I am then dead, we will let his team remain. On the combat, they can regroup 1d6 inches. 1 inch. But of course you can get your guys into hard cover. Okay, then we go for a new die. Left, Polish, that's the last die for the Polish. Goes to the commander, who will just run and try to provide some support for this very much pinned down team. There's not much he can shoot at since the assaulting team is blocking his view from where he was standing. Okay, then the last die is for the Germans. And in this case, I think we just put a down order on the Kubelwagen, and then we are ready to go again. This is how it looks, and it's now not looking very good for the Germans. Turn 5, first die goes to Poland. Uh-oh. Their victory just a few moments ago. The remaining inexperienced infantry will try to charge my poor commander, and they are within 6 inches, so he cannot fire in return, even though he hasn't done anything this turn. So it's the same. He will kill me on 4s and I will kill him on 3s. If he manages to fail all his rolls, I can actually win this combat. Let's see how it goes. Oh yes, my commander is gone. Okay, let's see if I can take one with me. And of course I can't. And they can now consolidate 1d6 inches. 3 inches. Towards this squad, which is the last, well, operational squad I have left. The 2 vehicles can't do much, so I'm guessing that this is the end for the Germans. And it's Polish. He's going to put 1 round and try to take out the LMG. And to do that he needs a 6 followed by a 6 to take out the weapon itself. And he doesn't even hit nothing. Next, German. Well, I have 1 unit that can do some actual damage, so I will actually try and do a assault on these guys over here. Morale test with a permanent pin marker, and another one from last turn. I am testing on 7. Ooh, nice one. So this one gets removed, and we also remove the hit template for the mortar, since I will move away. And of course 12 inches, no problem. I could of course have walked and shot at them, but they would get hard cover. So we will just run, and we are now fighting over an obstacle. And let's see how my 4 guys, actually I think I wanna, no I can't. I'm running, so I can't run there, but I need to be here, okay. So let's see, I have rifles and LMG, so that's 4 dice, killing on 3s. Now I can win this combat. That's 3 guys gone, and now he will have 7 guys to fight back. You can do how many? That's 4, and that's a 1 combat. All of my guys are gone, and it's a victory for the Poles. So this is how it went on one of the border crossings for the German, well, the German victorious forces, well, I wouldn't say so. Well, this is tabletopbattle.com, and you have just witnessed a glorious win for the Poles and a crushing defeat for the Germans. But I can promise you one thing, they will return, and in greater numbers.